Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of our Facebook Live, or our weekly dose of Facebook Live, where we create projects or a project of some sort featuring current product from our Stampin' Up catalogs or our online store as well. For those who don't know me, my name is Kristy Coromandel and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Central Queensland, Australia. And I help card makers enhance your skills to boost your creative confidence to effortlessly craft beautiful designs that you adore. Well, today I've got something special for you. You've probably already heard that the retiring list is out on our holiday catalogue. So we're going to be featuring product that is retiring, and also so you've got some last chance options to purchase these before they are no longer available. Just so you're aware also, I have pre-recorded this event. My daughter has her end of year school concert, so I'm unable to be here live, but I will be in the comments answering your questions as you go, or if you have anything, let me know and I'll be happy to answer them as well. So I'm going to flip my camera around and I'm going to share with you the products that we are going to be creating with today. Okay, so we're going to turn to page 28 and 29 of the holiday catalogue, and we have this suite right here. Now this does include 2 stamp sets and dies, and we've got 2 lots of paper, some ribbon and some embellishments as well. And then on the next page you can see some larger images of the stamp set and dies. So I'm going to actually work with the Christmas classics. So you can order it as a bundle with the die and the stamp set, or you can order it as part of a suite and it gets the 2 dies and stamp set. So let me show you what that all looks like as well, or the products that I'm going to be using. So first off, we have our stamp set, which is here, the Christmas classics. I love the font of our greetings. And then it has these coordinating dies that go along with it. It's called the Christmas Classic dies. So got this nice little piece here, and these here all fit into our greetings and everything as well. Got some leaves, got some little detail that you can put into the thing, your cardstock as well. And got lots of options and opportunities there as well. And then just some of the papers that I am going to be featuring in today's project. This is the specialty papers, and they come in 4 different designs. They're only one-sided, so there's nothing on the back at all, but you can see they've got this nice glitter and shimmer to it as well. So we're going to use this in our project today. So the items that you are going to need is obviously our card base. It's going to be of shaded spruce, something a little bit different. And then because it's shaded spruce, I'm going to add some white cardstock to the center so that it makes it easier to write on. So using your adhesive of choice, and then I'm simply just going to stick a piece in like so, and then we can get started with the rest. So I can set that aside. So I have another piece of white cardstock here, making sure that I've got the right piece. Yep. Okay, so let's do some stamping. So I have the colors that I'm going to be using today is shaded spruce and real red. So let's stamp my greeting first in real red. I'm going to stamp this in the top right hand corner like so. And then actually before I do that, the rest of it, let's grab some paper here. So I've cut a little piece already. This piece does measure 3 7/8 by 2 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to tear it from one corner to the next. And then we can stick that down. Just to add a little bit of interest, something different. Instead of having a nice clean cut piece right across it. So we've simply just teared it, and it's shown us some of that nice white core that's in there as well. And then let's stamp some of our leaves or our stems. I'm going to do that in shaded spruce. This is just to add a little bit of background texture. And then let's add some die cuts to this. Now there's some amazing die cuts in our collection here. And these range from like little, so some of these images here. So we've got a holly image and we've got a little berry. So we actually have our die cuts here that can cut these out as well, these shapes out. Then we also have some shapes like a holly leaf and some other little leaves as well that we can cut out to add some extra little texture to it. So I'm going to use some of these dies to add our little texture. And I'm going to die cut this here. I've got this piece I'm going to do in my old olive. And then my holly here I'm going to do in shaded spruce. So let me bring in my die cutting machine. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way. How about you leave me a comment and tell me if you've actually started your Christmas cards yet? Has anyone started their Christmas cards? I know my daughter has started making Christmas cards for her friends at school recently as well. And she loves this time of year where she gets to be creative. Let's try this again. Okay, let's run this through. Here's all our pieces. I actually had die cut some earlier as well. And then if you get pieces that stick into your die itself, this is where this quick pick tool comes in handy. We have these little holes. Hopefully you can see that. And then you can simply just use the tool to piece through those holes and your die will come out. There we go. And you can have an option whether you want to keep these little things inside the holes there or if you actually want to punch them out as well. Completely up to you. So I have 2 of my little branches and I have 3 of my little hollies. So let's assemble this onto our card here. So I'm simply just going to add a bit of adhesive here in the middle. And we can create our little gathering or our little bunch up here as well. Then I'll add these little pieces as well, making sure not to hide that green because we want to make sure we can see that. I love having these little stamped images right at the back there as well. Kind of just add that little bit of extra to it, don't you think? Okay, so it's not quite finished. We kind of do need something else on there. I'm thinking we need some ribbon, but you know what? My ribbon's not exactly quite the color I want. And so we're going to turn around and make this the color that we want. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends and I'm going to use my Real Red. So let's go with our dark. I think. Let's do dark. I'm using my brush tip and I am simply just going to colour my ribbon. Make this any colour I want. And you'll find that it will bleed through to the other side as well, which makes it double-sided colour, or you can turn it over and colour it more if you wish. And because it's alcohol based, it's going to dry super fast, which makes it even better, right? So let's tie this now into a bow. And hopefully I've made it long enough. Otherwise, we're going to have to colour some more ribbon. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't make it long enough. Okay, I'm not doing very good with the ribbon tying tonight. go. Just play with it until you get it right. And there we have it. Perfect ribbon every time. Or if you've got a bow maker would work perfectly as well. And I'm simply going to stick that on my join there. That one looks like it didn't stick down. Didn't put enough adhesive on. And I'm going to stick my bow down with a glue dot. Let's pick the side that works best. And then I can trim my ends. Making sure not to chop off my embellishments there as well. And then we can now stick this to our card front. Like so. And then of course I wanted to add a little bit of bling, but I went through my stash. I couldn't find anything red, but what I did find was some of these ones. These are the in colors, the 2022 to 2024 in colors. So this one here, Sweet Sorbet, and I thought, oh, that's close enough. And so I'm going to add some scattering of these ones, Sweet Sorbet here. So there's a little bit of red dots or embellishments as well. So there is our card, all made. Here's one that I made earlier as well, featuring the same thing. And then of course I went ahead and I made some other products or other samples using the same suite, using different colors as well. So here's another one with that same color palette as well. And so this time I've used different pattern paper, and I've used the label die that's actually part of the suite there as well, with some more of our featured or our specialty papers. And then I went with a different sort of color palette. Went with blue and gold this time, highlighting our, I guess, the papers themselves. And then I've done some gold embossing as my greeting too. So there's a couple of cards made using different designer series paper that's found in our holiday catalogue, and use some gold embossing. And here's our original ones that we've made today as well. Well, thank you so much for joining me and crafting along, if you did craft along. So the bundle that we focused today was on the Christmas classics. This is on the retirement list, so if it's an item that you definitely would love to get your hands on, the link to my online store is above me right here, so you can click on that and you can order yours. It is only available to supplies last, so get in quick if that's an item on your wish list as well. Also be sure to download my 10 tips for card making on a budget. The link's also above there for you too, as a free gift from me to you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next week for another project tutorial featuring current product from our Stampin' Up catalogues. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.